Hey, it's Bam. Just a few tips on how I will progress my atlas for the upcoming League 3.22. So the thing I will go for is mostly get to the highest tier as fast as possible, so t16 as fast as I can. Thankfully, I will be playing Righteous Fire for the next league, so it's a pretty tanky build. I don't need much gear, and I know how to make like some currency early on. So t16 will not be a problem for me, but if let's say your character is kind of squishy and you want to progress and make some currency on lower tier maps, maybe this isn't the strategy for you, but this is what I'm going for. So first off, I will start here. So we start here, and the first few points I will put in are those ones. So just a second, I'll remove this for now. So the reason I go there is that you can go on either side, but or even straight up. But the reason I go there is that I like to pick up a chance to receive a June mission, and the reason why I like that is that June mission early on are super rewarding. So the pretty much the gear that drops from the June missions doing the syndicate sometimes is better than whatever is on the market, and also there's some recipe that's worth it. So that's why I'm going for it. You can totally skip it. You can remove this and just go for that instead, which is fine. But for me, I'll try to run as many June mission as possible, so I'll get this. And for the beginning, I will not be getting that node, and later on I will be. So what I'm aiming for is to get to this node, so shipping the mountains as fast as possible. So we get those nodes and then move over here, skip this for now, and then get here and then move over to those two and shipping the mountains. The reason why is that the 10% chance to complete your map and gain a free random craft is okay, but it's not really what I'm aiming for. It's more like maps found have 15% chance to be 1 TR. So as I said, we're trying to get as fast as possible through the atlas, so getting to the highest tier possible. So 15% is pretty nice. And then we'll keep moving. Chance to be duplicated for maps is okay. It's not like really the best, but it will help you out map sustain. And later on, once you get to T16, you can actually sell the T16s for a high price for people who are trying to complete the or jump to T16 straight up. So if you get a couple of maps that you're not using, I would suggest early on just selling them for like 5, 6 or whatever chaos they're going for. But usually it's around 5 or 6 chaos for T16 early on. And then we will walk that road until we get here. Okay, and once we get here, we will pick Wandering Path. And what the Wandering Path does is that it doubles like pretty much the effect of the small passive. But on the other thing that it does is it removes notable less passives. So let's say that one and that one. If we pick it up, so if we check on the site, here 10% chance on completing blah blah, and your maps have 4% chance to grant an additional June mission, right? If we pick up Wandering Path, it will actually remove them. See, there it's not listed anymore. And the reason why, as I said, is that the notables grants nothing. So if you see there, it says node grants nothing. So once we're there, we can remove this. And we remove that one too. You can also remove those two, but it's not needed. Like if you need the points, you can do that, but if not, it's not. And then, as I said, like the atlas will be just running ASAP. And then when we want to get is to 100% chance to for one monster. So if you clear all the maps, you're guaranteed that one monster will drop one connected map. Okay, so if I bring the atlas, let's say if I bring the atlas from 3.21, I think the atlas is out for 3.22 too. not the skill tree. But anyway, if maybe I can open the game and just show you. Okay. So what it does that let's say you're maybe doing flooded mine, right? And we'll remove the white stones because we don't have them yet, right? So if we have flooded mine, there's a 100% chance to drop one that's linked to it. So either that one, that one, that one, or that one. So it's guaranteed. Hopefully we get a higher tier. So if we get a Cold River or Overground Runes, better. But it's guaranteed. So this is what we're aiming for. If we have 100% chance to get it. So so here, yeah. So what we'll be picking up is the other 2% chance for a monster to drop an additional connected map. But since we're doubling it, it's up to 4%. So this is what I did then. And once you get the 100%, you can grab some other nodes like those ones. Maps found have 10% chance to be one tier higher. Normally it's 5%, but as I said, when we get the wandering path, it's doubled. So get those three. Those do not grant anything because the notables do not grant anything. And then once we're 100%, we're kind of free. And the reason why I really, really like this strategy is first off, usually it would take me like, let's say, maybe 6 hours to do the axe and then get to maps and maybe 10 hours later or something, or maybe 8 hours later, so 14 hours total, I would get to T16. With this strategy, I can get to T16 in, let's say, 4 to 5 hours instead. And the reason why is that you never doing this, you're never stuck doing the same maps over and over. And if it ever happens, then there are some fix I will talk about later on. But so what I like to do once we have all done all that is that once you get to T16 or T14 and up, you can either go for the Eater of World or the Searing Exarch. So if the sixteen are as high as they were on in 3.21, I will be getting the Searing Exarch. If not, it will be the Eater. But yeah, so because this gives you so much stuff, like one or the other, like normal mobs do not drop anything, right? Since it changes in like a Lake of Kalandra. But with those, like all the influence mobs do give a lot. So that's why we're going for. And then later on, you can go into whatever mechanics you wanna be doing. I will probably be doing essences, but early on I won't. But once I've done like Eater or Exarch, I will be pathing into essences. And the way the atlas is made, you can access pretty much anything with this base. So this is my plan for 3.22. The other thing is that you can actually go back to your hideout. Just a second. I don't have a weekend PO trade on. Okay, so if we go into our atlas, another good thing that you can use is that Kirak sells maps. So this is the priced one, like the red ones. Oh, for sure you don't want to pay 10 chaos for it, unless it's the only one available and there's none on the trade. But usually the T16 are lower than 10 chaos. But anyway, so you want to buy all those, and all your Orb of Change is actually super worthwhile. And then once you've picked up every single maps that you haven't finished yet, like you haven't done the bonus objective, right? What you want to do is that you want to do one of the Atlas mission here. So if we look here, we have this is in standard, so the numbers are pretty crazy, but yeah. So uh, whenever you open one of those, so if I look at the Karak inventory. So if you look at this, this is Cove, Underground River, right? If we do one mission, so we will do one randomly. I don't give, actually not, doesn't matter. We just open it and then we'll talk to Kirag. See, they change. Now it's a volcano, two volcanoes, three volcanoes actually. This is kind of bad, but it's RNG, right? But this is a way you can actually just reset his inventory. It's pretty cool. And by the way, if on your Kerak stuff, it actually meets the requirements. So on white maps, you want them to be at least magic. Yellow maps, you want them to be at least rare. And red maps, you want them to be rare and corrupted. So if they meet the requirement, like let's say this one, the core map actually does, since it's rare plus it's corrupted, perfect. So those we wouldn't be able to get the bonus objective for it. So this is another way you can like expand your progression to it. And yeah, I think that's about it. So this is what I will be doing in on League Start. Um, they kind of changed the atlas for this league, but at the same time, uh, it's pretty much the same. Like some stuff have been changed places, like the shaping stuff, but still really, really close to what it used to be. So yeah, hopefully this will help you out reach a t16 faster. And as I said earlier, if your build is not tanky enough, it's okay, just take your time and progress slowly. You don't want to be smashing your head against a wall and like dying every time. So, alright, take care, Exile.